Volta region, from Angloga, saying that people from all walks of life have come together at Hogba to mourn and celebrate the death of Professor Evans Atta. May his soul rest in peace. We have Nana Ama Opurua Abuaje Amatis Legon, and I feel so sad to see my president lie in state, and concludes what a world. And all people in Osekrom are mourning in very pure black and red clothes, and that's according to Oting Albert. And officials waiting their turns, most prominently some ministers of state, and we also have some members of parliament who are waiting for their turn to file past the body of the former president of the Republic of Ghana, Professor John Evans Atta.
Right, in CIJB in Boase says a selfless and humble man is gone. Wafata Demrifa G. Benedict's Papaltre says the day is dull, the weather itself very dull. May the soul of this great man rest in peace. If you have messages, we're expecting them on Twitter. Follow us at News on TV3. If you want to leave it with me as well, I'll go through this one here. Is from Akosie Champoma on Twitter, who says that may the good Lord grant him a safe rest. He was indeed a man of peace, and Ghanaians would forever miss him. And then Kofi Redu, you should send a message and stop talking about these things. Well, we're expecting your message, Kofi Redu in Kumasi, as well as Senna Hammond, who are also commenting on the coverage of TV3.
We have officials again filing past the body of the former president of the Republic of Ghana. Apart from officials of the NDC, other members of various political parties are also expected to file past the body. And then we would have the Speaker of Parliament, the Chief Justice, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of Parliament, and state official. Also included, you can see Reverend Professor Asante, who is also making his way past the body of the former president of the Republic of Ghana. Huge security detail deployed at various sections of the State House, just to ensure that all remains calm, there is law and order, as this very activity is undertaken in earnest and in solemn peace.
Right, and if you look through very well, that's the MP for Menchia, NPP MP for Menchia, Matthew Opoku Prempeh there. So there's a lot going on there. At the State House this morning has actually grown,
yes,
and is going to grow bigger than this throughout the day. Inside the banquet hall itself, dignitaries are filing past the body of the former president.
And this very ceremony is going to take place for the next 2-3 hours, and then we'll continue with the official opening of that very section of the ceremony, or that very aspect of the ceremony, to the public, where there'll be the filing pass from 1:30 p.m. or from 1 to 1:30 p.m. for the general public to also pay their last respect. And as you can see on your shows there, those live pictures from the State House. Is lying state, members of the clergy from various denominations who have made their presence felt, paying their last respect to the former president, Professor John Evans Atta. And
that's the Archbishop. Filing past the body, and his and from there they appropriately go exchange handshakes with the former First Lady, Dr. Nadu Mills, and members of the Atta Mills family.
A very solemn period, a very solemn history for the people and government of Ghana. Quite unprecedented. It hasn't happened before, where we've had a sitting president passed on, and this happened close to or about 2 weeks ago. And following that, we've had a 1 week memorial observation, and followed by this very burial subsequently. And these very initial ceremonies, which are also being witnessed not only by members of parliament, but even aspiring members of parliament and other members of not only the ruling political party, the NDC, but also members of other opposition parties, just in earnest to pay their last respect to the former president of the Republic of Ghana, right, Professor John Evans Atta Mills.
Yes, and then on Twitter, Prom Queen says, tears in my eyes. Mr. World Peace, well, Kwesi, well, several messages here, they just keep coming. There's actually a takeover here about messages for the late president. Irajua Watcher says, we have no choice than to accept the fact that he is gone. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Ecole Simpson is asking, is this really happening? May his soul rest in peace. Raina, I'm so blessed. Raina, I'm so blessed, says, words can't describe our ex-president. Even in death, he's as peaceful as always. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
Inside the State House, the banquet hall, where the body of the former president, Professor John Evans Atta Mills, is lying in state, and we have government officials now being led by former majority leader and minister, also currently filing past the body, and some draped in the official cloth for the whole ceremony. And just at the forecourt of the State House, we have hundreds, if not thousands, of people, mainly dignitaries, ministers of state, members of parliament, public office holders who have made their way there, just waiting in turn to have the time and the chance or the access to file past the body of the former president of the Republic of Ghana, Professor John Evans Atta Mills.
And a lot of you are sending us pictures of either traffic or where you find yourself at this moment watching the coverage of the filing past at the State House, specifically the banquet hall. And lovely pictures I'm seeing here. But Kobe Bright says, dear Professor, Ghana has indeed lost a great, humble president. That's the message from Kobe Bright. I am incredible, says that may his soul dwell in the house of our Maker.
We have this one from Emmanuel Kaiser. So may the soul of the former president rest in perfect peace, and that is coming from Emmanuel Kaiser. And we have this one from Bright Apia, who himself has lost his mother, and the mom will be buried at Amfoika this weekend, also sending his messages saying that all my condolences to the family of the late professor and to the government and people of Ghana.
Well, this message says that how sad, the late president brought Romans 1:16 to life. He was not ashamed of the gospel and even sang praises to God hours before he died. Professor, rest in peace. Return if possible. So these officials, government officials, filing past the body now.
In your picture there, you can see Kempes Ofosuwari, the chief executive of the Tema Metropolitan Assembly, and other officials. We have Johnson Esiedun Ketia, General Secretary of the NDC, followed by the National Law Organizer of the NDC, also